Welcome to Yoga for Artists and Creatives. I'm Cassandra Walters. Today's workshop is designed for creators and visionaries. And this practice focuses on releasing physical tension in the shoulders, wrists, back, and feet. We'll be opening space and inviting you to open space for creative flow through music, movement, and guided journaling. And we'll explore the relationship between personal expression and the energy of our business. We honor how creativity can be both healing and directive when nurtured with humility and openness. Welcome. For today's workshop, we will have a yoga practice, a physical practice, and a journaling workshop. So we'll open with a journaling prompt, and then we'll move into a 45-minute physical practice, a yoga asana practice, and then we'll move into journaling prompts and self-reflection for yourself and your business. So my story, I'm a 200-hour yoga teacher. I am also a certified personal trainer. And my journey of healing has involved movement as medicine. And I continue on that journey. So I would invite you to consider that I'm here as a guide. I'm here to offer poses and postures to you through physical demonstration and through verbal cueing. And truly honor your body. My body from day to day is different in her poses and in the movements that my body can do. And each one of us, as we show up in our yoga practice, it is truly about compassion and acknowledging where your body is today. So I invite you to take what you need and leave the rest. There are no perfect poses. There's no exact way that your body ought to be. If you choose to show up and lie down on your yoga mat or on your blanket for the next 45 minutes of the practice, that's okay. Whatever you need today, honor your body. Honoring the culture and teachings of yoga, my offering today is in the spirit of Brahmacharya, non-excess, which is one of the yamas or restraints in the yogic philosophy. And those are yoga's guidelines for living a healthy life. So when we think of non-excess, creation over consumption. Grounded in the sacral chakra, which is our second chakra from the root, and also the heart chakra, which is our center chakra that joins the lower three with the upper three. And we're focusing on the sacral and heart chakras because of their energy. They are the energy centers for connection, for love, and for balance. And the elements today that we will focus on are the elements of water with its flow and air for its movement and harmony. Honoring the culture and teachings of the Anishinaabe peoples on whose land I live, work, and give back as a guest, and from where I lead this practice for you today at the Adalway Indigenous Business Hub. My offering today embodies one of the 7 grandfather teachings, love, leading from your heart. Honoring the culture and teachings of my Haudenosaunee lineage as an Oneida woman of mixed ancestry, I offer you this message from the Thanksgiving address. The waters. We give thanks to all the waters of the world for quenching our thirst and providing us with strength. Water is life. We know its power in many forms. waterfalls and rain, mists and streams, rivers and oceans. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to the Spirit of water. Now our minds are one. The intention for you today, I will offer a prompt. Perhaps you've already set an intention, and an intention is simply why you showed up today for this class, why you chose to practice yoga in this present moment. So it could be anything. This prompt is my offering to you. Where does my story live in my body? Where does my story live in my body? Just take 1 or 2 minutes to write down what comes to mind for you. And I invite you to set an intention for your physical practice today. And let's begin our physical practice. So I'll invite you, if you're working with blocks, I love to know that. I encourage you to work with blocks if that's accessible to you. And for today's pose, I'll demonstrate with blocks, and I invite you to begin in any way that feels right for you if this does not align. So I'll offer supported fish, which is, we'll put one block on lengthwise at the top. So on the second level, this would be the first level, second level, horizontal. The second block on the first level, horizontal, which is going to go just under the shoulder blades in support, not pressing on the spine. So this is called supported fish. And I just realized I still have my socks on. There we go. So, as I lie down, I want the edge of the block to be, if you're wearing a sports bra, along the bra line, essentially. If you're not, it's just below the shoulder blades, not pressing on the spine. And feeling, oops, those are my chimes. I'm going to move those. Feeling supported. There we go. That's for our sound bath afterwards. Okay, coming into supported fish, or whatever pose feels right for you today. Grounding with your breath, connecting with your own energy. Can you let your body sink deeper into your mat? Inhaling deep belly breaths and letting go with your breath of any stress, of anything that it took for you to make it here today, and just landing in this present moment, putting everything else aside for the next 40 minutes, just to focus on you. Draw the soles of your feet to the earth to support you, and gently shift your hips to the left as you roll onto your right side. If you're rolling off of blocks, just move gently and set the blocks aside, removing from behind. And rolling onto your right side for a fetal pose. Beginning anew. Roll back onto your back in a supported position. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch, bringing your legs in a butterfly pose. You can put blocks under your knees if that feels right for you. My knees do not reach the earth, so it's a wonderful way to support your body as you rest in a reclined butterfly pose. Connecting with your breath. Let's take 3 deep breaths together and exhale out of our mouth. So preparing on this next breath, draw in deep for 4 seconds. And let it out of your mouth. Let's do that again, twice more together. Big inhale for 4 seconds. And one more. On your next inhale, returning to your natural breath, draw your knees up to center, perhaps supporting them with your fingertips. And as you exhale, allow them to reach to the sides again, just moving in a flow position in reclined butterfly, with the inhale leading the way and the exhale guiding the way. Yoga really is about connecting and returning to your breath. It's always available to you in any moment. Pause and connect with your breath, the element of air. On your next inhale, remove any blocks if you were using those, and we'll just set those aside within reach for your practice. And stretch your legs long and your hands long as you can get. Oh yeah, that feels good for the spine. And let's begin toward the left. So drawing your feet to the left corner of the mat, perhaps putting right foot over left or leaving them next to each other. And if you'd like a little more of a side bend, reach your arms to the same corner, that left corner of the mat. And perhaps catch your right wrist with your left hand. This is called banana pose or banana asana. And so you're just in the shape of a crescent, and stretching through that side body. Send your breath anywhere you feel any tension. On your next inhale, come back to center to realign your spine and reach long with your toes and your fingertips. And let's do that on the right side. I'm just going to make sure I'm not going to kick anything. And our feet coming to the corner, and perhaps your upper body doing the same. and perhaps catching your left wrist with your right hand this time. Stretching through that left side body in the banana pose. And returning to center, reaching long, realigning your spine, and rolling over, drawing your knees up, rolling over to your belly, coming into a wide-kneed child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees wide apart, and forehead coming down to the earth. If that feels far away for you, a block is wonderful support. You can place a block under your forehead. If you have a pillow or a blanket rolled up, you can use that instead of a block. You could use a stack of books if that works well, as long as they're not going to shift. You might just want to tie them together. I prefer wide-kneed child's pose as is. It's whatever feels good for your body. Connecting with Earth's energy and grounding. Coming up, drawing our knees back together, resting on our shins on the earth, coming into hero pose. Oh, I'll turn to see you. Coming into hero pose. Palms resting on your thighs and crown reaching to the sky. Let's do some shoulder rolls. So perhaps you've been beading this morning or writing on your computer or sewing. Let's just take a few moments and relax the shoulders, rolling in a circle. I'm getting a little bit of a cramp under my leg, so I'm just going to adjust. Just rolling in a circle. If you haven't gone in the opposite direction, roll toward the front, if that's the opposite for you. Just taking a moment to warm up that shoulder joint. Perfect. And let's roll the neck. So gently, gently, tilt your left ear toward your left shoulder and draw your chin down toward your chest, gazing softly at your knees or the earth. And rolling forward, just gently across your chest to the opposite side. Shoulders are down. Right ear lands over right shoulder. And draw your chin down into your chest. And let's roll back to the other side. And to get a little more stretch, if you'd like to expand this, we're going to reach the opposite arm. So if your left ear is over your left shoulder, reach your right palm and arm outward and see where you feel that extra stretch. And rolling back to center, lifting your crown tall. Let's do that on the other side. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin tilted down. And left arm reaches to left side. And feeling that extra stretch there, sending your breath anywhere that you feel tension. Rolling your wrists, just letting everything warm up and relax, perhaps stretching your fingers, making a fist, feeling that tension and release the tension. Getting the blood flowing in your fingers and hands as we prepare for practice. And also stretching, perhaps after beading, sewing, typing, whatever you've been creating this morning. So rolling our wrists and making fists. Let's place our palms on your thighs. Placing your palms on your thighs. As you inhale, draw your chest forward and lift your chin to the sky. And as you exhale, round your back. Perhaps your palms move to your knees for cat. So we're doing a cat-cow in the hero pose. Just allowing our back to stretch and our chest. And rounding your back into cat. Take 3 more, following your breath at your own pace. Once you've finished the third, place your palms under your shoulders, facing the short edge of your mat. So going lengthwise. And knees under hips for tabletop. So we're in tabletop here. Wrists are strong, planted on the earth. And we're going to do some wrist warm-ups from here, since we've already started with the wrist warm-ups. Ensuring that you don't feel any pain, of course, listening to your body. Gently rocking forward, and you feel a little pressure on the wrist, and rocking back, releasing that pressure. And gently forward, perhaps tenting the fingers if that feels best for you. And rocking back. You may want to try this next one palm at a time. I find that's best. It's a little tense for my body. You can do both at the same time if that feels good for you. You'll feel, potentially, you may feel it through your forearms as a stretch. So you can do that one at a time. I get the same amount of stretch. And just pointing all fingers back towards the knee on one hand or on both hands, and giving that beautiful forearm stretch as you gently, gently pull your body back toward your feet. And turning our fingertips back to the front and wrists out to the side. So fingertips point to the sides of the room. Again, gently warming up the wrists and stretching out the wrists. Moving side to side. Fingertips point forward once again. Palms are planted under shoulders, knees under hips. Lift your right palm to the sky. And thread the needle, reaching through your opposite arm toward the other side of the room. Gently coming close to the earth, but not quite coming down. Inhale back to the sky. And thread the needle. And once more, listening to your breath, this time as you thread the needle, coming all the way down to the mat, resting on your right shoulder and placing your right ear and temple on the mat. Inhale back, lifting your right arm to the sky. And back to tabletop, palms under shoulders, knees under hips. Honoring our left side, lift your left arm to the sky and thread the needle under your right arm. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Thread the needle under the right arm. Inhale, palm to the sky. And on this time, coming all the way down to the mat, or perhaps if a block is more helpful, resting on a block. I do prefer resting on the mat, but it's whatever feels good for you. Return to tabletop, palms under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're going to move into a wide-kneed downward dog. So continuing to warm up the body and stretch, tucking your toes and lifting your body, pressing your hips to the sky, and reaching. We're in sort of a crouchy position. That's not technical yoga term. Just allowing your body to stretch out a little bit and return knees to the earth, palms forward. This time, we'll move into downward dog, full down dog. So, tucking your toes, pressing your hips to the sky, intending your heels down to the earth, focusing on pressing through your palms, and allowing your head to hang heavy. Downward dog. Lift your right leg to the sky for three-legged dog. Intending your leg as straight as you can. My blanket keeps moving. Draw your right knee to your nose. And return to the sky for three-legged dog. This is challenging me with the blanket moving. And one more time, knee to nose. And three-legged dog. Returning to downward dog and stepping into wide-kneed child's pose to take a break before we do the other side. Perhaps rolling your wrists, whatever feels good for you. Perhaps stillness. Let's meet in down dog. Palms are pressed into the earth, toes are tucked, hips pressed to the sky, head hangs heavy. Lift your left leg to the sky for three-legged dog. Reaching the leg and tuck your knee to your nose and return to three-legged dog. Ooh, this blanket. And one more time, tuck your knee to your nose. And three-legged dog. Returning to downward dog. Pressing hips to the sky. Head hang heavy. And knees come down. For a wide-kneed child's pose. For a moment of rest. Returning to our tabletop, step your right foot forward between your hands and reach your fingertips to the sky for low crescent lunge as we reach toward the back of the room. Send your breath anywhere that you feel tension. Exhale, frame your foot, and bringing your blocks perhaps beside you on the lowest level or the second level or even the highest level for a half split. Stretching the right foot forward and feeling perhaps that stretch through the hamstring and through the back of the leg. You can rest on your blocks. You may not need the blocks. I often do. You may reach the earth and find that more comfortable. And allow yourself to reach forward and fold over your leg, feeling that stretch in the back of the leg. For half splits. And drawing your knees back together, palms under shoulders, tuck your toes, coming into downward dog once again. Press your hips to the sky and tend your heels to the earth and let your head hang heavy. Downward dog. Lift your left foot to the sky and step forward between your hands, dropping your back knee. Reach your arms to the sky and toward the back of the room, arching your back for crescent low lunge. Sending your breath anywhere you feel tension. Palms frame the front foot. Or pick up the blocks. Reach your front foot forward. And hinging at the hips, folding over your front leg, allowing your head to be heavy. Half splits. Send your breath anywhere that you feel tension. Coming back to tabletop to realign. Stepping right foot forward between the hands. Coming up, tucking your back toe and lifting your back knee. And draw your back foot in on a 45-degree angle for warrior one, keeping the front knee bent and facing the front knee with your pose, reaching arms to the sky, warrior one. Palms frame the front foot. Step your back foot forward to meet the front. Let your head hang heavy for forward fold. Perhaps moving side to side. Just reaping the benefits of connecting with your own breath, with the element of air. Coming back to center. Inhale and step your right foot back on the 45-degree angle, bending your left or front knee. For warrior one on the opposite side, reach your arms to the sky. And frame your front foot, step your back foot forward again to meet the front, and let yourself hang in ragdoll, just rolling side to side. Stepping your right foot back, step your left foot back, coming into warrior one, once again, reaching forward and bringing your hands together behind your back, clasping them if that's available to you. And as we inhale, Draw the energy down from the sky with the crown tall, hinging at your hips, coming into humble warrior on the right side. Let your head hang heavy. If your arms can reach to the sky, if that's available to you, that may feel good for you. It's not available to me. Inhale back to center for warrior one, arms reaching to the sky. And we're going to bring all of our toes pointing forward to the front, to the long edge of the mat. And we're going to come on the other side, left toes point forward, right foot comes in at a 45-degree angle. And woo, up we go for warrior one on the left side and humble warrior on this side. Clasping your hands or perhaps clasping your elbows. Sometimes that's not available to me either. You can put your hands on your hips if you'd like. You can put your hands on your heart, whatever feels good for you. And come on in to humble warrior. Framing your front foot with your hands, turning to the long edge of your mat, toes point out, heels point in. Straighten your legs, perhaps working with a block for support or the earth if that's available to you. Coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Place both palms on the earth or on blocks in front of you. I'll demonstrate with blocks. You can put them together, you can move them apart. Place your left palm in the center and reach your right arm to the sky for twisted wide-legged forward fold. Hips are pressing backward. Glutes are engaged, muscles are strong, drawing energy from the earth. Return your right palm to the center and lift your left arm to the sky. Return to center and lift your right arm once more to the sky. Palm to center and balancing that out on the other side. Shimmying our feet, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, back to center. Let your head hang heavy and your arms hang long for a forward fold. Knees are bent a little bit. And with each breath and inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, coming to mountain pose or standing position. Roll your shoulders up and back. Feet planted in the earth, palms facing forward, perhaps softening your gaze or closing your eyes if that feels good for you. And just take a moment to feel the benefits of your practice, to connect with your breath. On your next inhale, reach your fingertips to the sky. Bend, hinge at the hips, bend your knees a little bit or a lot, and fold forward all the way down. Bending your left knee, placing your left palm, the same palm on the earth. Reach your right arm to the sky for a twisted forward fold. Palms come back together, straighten that left knee, bend the right knee, and place the right palm for support on the earth and reach your left arm to the sky for twisted forward fold. Gently and slowly coming back down to the earth. You can heel toe to come down into a squat position if you'd like. And in the yogi squat position, if you'd like to support your body, with blocks, that can feel good. If you are comfortable with one block, that can also feel good. If you would like to focus on without blocks, press your elbows into your knees, keep your back straight, and reach your crown to the sky. It's a practice. Coming down to the earth for a seated, cross-legged position. Whichever feels natural for you, whichever leg in the front. Reach your crown to the sky. Palms resting on the knees. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. As you exhale, left palm comes to right knee and right arm reaches behind, perhaps resting on a block or the earth for a twisted, seated position. Allowing your breath to guide your movements. Following your breath as the lead. On your next inhale, return to center, palms reach for the sky, perhaps coming together and twisting to the left. Right palm rests on left knee, left palm rests on the earth, and perhaps looking over your back shoulder, protecting the neck, perhaps gazing at the earth, or just over or behind the left shoulder. Inhale, return to center by lifting arms to the sky and coming back to stillness. Palms resting on thighs. We've done a lot of twisting and folding in this practice, and that's really good for the low back. So if you find you have tension in the low back, twisting and folding poses, gently done, of course, and honoring your body. There should never be any pain, but tension is understandable. Twisting and folding is excellent for the low back. I'll invite you to move into your final resting pose, Shavasana. I'll offer Shavasana today, but please come into whatever pose feels right for you for our 5-minute sound bath. Shavasana is on the back. It's called corpse pose, and it's known to be one of, if not the most difficult pose in yoga, which is stillness. Tucking your shoulder blades in to support you, expanding wide with your feet, wide with your arms, whatever feels good for you. Perhaps softening your gaze or closing your eyes and just being. As you begin to come back into this space, gently, ever so slightly, begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. I invite you to gently roll your head side to side, just coming back into your body. And rolling gently to your right side, using your right bicep as a pillow. And tucking your knees into your chest, into a tight little ball. Coming back to the fetal position as we began. A new beginning. After every ending, there is always a new beginning. Gently coming back to a cross-legged seated pose. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Gently tilt your chin down and cast your gaze softly on your middle fingers. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and honors the light in you. Namaste. That concludes our physical practice for today's workshop. Thank you for sharing your energy and your practice here with me in this space. It's an honor. We'll move into the journaling portion of our workshop. Now that we've moved our body, the mind can be still and have clarity. Our journaling is for self-reflection, compassion for yourself, and for your business as an Indigenous entrepreneur. So I invite you to work with your journal or your laptop if that's how you prefer to create and journal, or draw, whatever medium aligns for you. I will offer 4 prompts, and I will offer 2 minutes of writing space for each prompt. So I'll read the prompt, repeat the prompt, and hold space for 2 minutes while you write whatever comes. Our first prompt. Where do I hold tension when I am deep in creation? What would it feel like to stretch into those places with love and breath? Where do I hold tension when I am deep in creation? What would it feel like to stretch into those places with love and breath? About 1 more minute for that prompt. The second prompt: how does movement help me reconnect to my inner artist and storyteller? How does movement help me reconnect to my inner artist and storyteller? 2 minutes for you to write. Prompt number 3. How can I cultivate balance between output, creating, and input, resting? What does the grandfather teaching of love teach me about this balance? How can I cultivate balance between output, creating, and input, resting? What does the grandfather teaching of love teach me about this balance? And our fourth and final prompt for today's workshop: in what ways does the rhythm of my creativity, its surges, pauses, and flow, reflect the current state of my business? What might my business be asking for right now to feel more nourished and in balance? In what ways does the rhythm of my creativity, its surges, pauses, and flow, reflect the current state of my business? What might my business be asking for right now to feel more nourished and in balance? About 30 seconds left. Today, we focused on the yamas, the yoga teachings of non-excess. Why do we move past the place of enough into excess? We focused on the Anishinaabe 7 grandfather teachings and the teaching of love. The more you give, the more good things come to you. A quote from Crow Tribe. The Haudenosaunee Thanksgiving Address, gratitude for the water. Water is life, flowing, adapting, consistently moving. Move like water and flow with life. In closing for our workshop today, I would like to thank you for sharing your space and energy with me, and to share a little teaching on the yoga teaching of Namaste. As I shared at the end of our physical practice, Namaste means the light in me sees, acknowledges, and respects the light in you. That's what we mean when we say Namaste. It's a pleasure to share this space with you. Yoga for artists and creatives. Check out the playlist on Spotify if that's accessible to you, and please feel welcome to play that in the background with your physical practice. I hope you enjoy your practice, and I look forward to sharing space with you again for next month's workshop. Stay well. Namaste.